on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. On the move to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
To
DK Metcalf, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, the offseason is over, and they just showed that their first drive of the year, and they march it down and score.
They probably looked over at the bench and told the punter, go ahead and take the year off. We've got this. We're not going to need you at all. First drive of the year, straight down the field, well executed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
42-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darrell Taylor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Seattle.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Back to throw here. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darrell Taylor able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here we go.
Second and long. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded at the 33. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. He'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 24, check 24. Check 99, check 99. Check 52, check 50.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd down and goal. Wilson, this is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
4th down. Here's Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Seahawks have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Buccaneers 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 2. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This is caught, and he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 33 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Taimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Down the numbers. There he goes.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem.
And that's caught inside the 35.
You'll get nothing.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Seahawks.
On first down, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Wilson's pass.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Something to watch here in week one of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
56 is the mark.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How you leave a receiver of that caliber, that wide open on that play is absolutely beyond me. You've watched tape. You've gone over the scouting report. Your first move should be double or triple him and make sure someone else doesn't beat you.
Well, especially on 3rd down. That's what's really baffling. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The ball carried by
and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Silver, 56. 6 right there, 56. Come on, baby, come on.
They're going to try and throw. To Evans on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. You don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. backfield. That's complete.
Wilson's pass.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it brings up 3rd.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Gonna give this time to tailback. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 21.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
At the 6-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2.
On 2nd and goal. Wilson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
To number 87.
From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
To number 16.
Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
No work still to do, though. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
First and 10.
A good pickup there at 22. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
First down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carriers. Taken down at the 41.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Seahawks, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good tackle.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 20. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards that time.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a first carry for their fullback. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
The kicker.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
A gain of a yard. First down, Colts.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. LaVisca Chenault, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jacksonville. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up second and 2.
On second down, it's Taylor. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And a Colts.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Indianapolis.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Switch it. Come on.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
25-yard line.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll look to throw again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
DeForest Buckner. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
We got 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go again.
And a give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
1st and 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. This one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Colts' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll drop to throw, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 6 yards away, and the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
The extra point up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Campbell making the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
Hey, Mike 20. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 22-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
To number 8.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
You got time. You got time. You got time right there.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Colts 18.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
27-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20.
2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Number 10.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll set up a throw. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
57
They'll set up to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laviska Shenault with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Jaguars 28. Colts.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Colts first down.
He'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
First down, Indianapolis.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it'll move the chains.
First down, Colts.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.